Welcome back to Superior Sunrise. Now joining me is Superior Livestock Representative Tony Shiffer and customer Philord. I want to thank you both. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I got that wrong. I want to thank you both for being on this morning. But let's go right into it. Let's talk about, there is the Sheridan auction. We are here and we are in the last day of it. But last night was the customer appreciation dinner. I mean, you've seen people come in and out of those doors all week long. A lot of your customers, really happy people, and they're just really glad to sell cattle the Superior way.
Yes, and I think they were pleasantly pleased the way the sale went yesterday, and especially the way the market has been. They were positive and enjoyed the evening.
They definitely did. Well, speaking of the market, I mean, Tony, you've been in the business for a while. You've seen the changes throughout the years. You've seen technology and the important role it's played, especially with Superior Livestock. But what has kept your customers coming back year and year again?
I think part of it is they realize the value of the value-added programs, and Superior is pretty much a leader in those programs, and they've found that it's not that hard to do. It takes a little bit of management, and it does have a little bit of a price tag, but the rewards are huge.
And that's one thing I know the auctioneers, we always talk about when they do participate in some of the programs and invest in genetics. It makes a difference when they're selling their calves behind the block because they do bring more money. And speaking of that, talk about your experience in the cattle business and the changes you've seen over the years.
Tony got me started repping, and I've been doing it probably 10 years, and it seems like the better cattle have the programs, and that's what Superior focuses on, is the value-added programs. And I don't know, I have Red Angus cattle, and this is the place to do it, is right here at Superior.
Well, and I just had Katie on with Red Angus, and that's one thing we've noticed. The Red Angus Association has really pulled out some things for their producers and has grown tremendously over the years. So let's, we can dive right into it. And you don't have to tell any bad stories on Tony. I don't mind if you do, though. But talk about coming on and working with Tony and what it's been like over the years.
It's been great. He's a great leader. If I have any questions,
don't give him all that glory.
if I have any questions, I call him, and it's just been awesome. I came up and did some deliveries with him to see if that's really what I wanted to do, and he's led me along, and then the other reps are great too. I can call on them, and they'll help me out, and the ladies in the office are great. So
Tony, talk about that and what it's been like to kind of bring people on into this industry.
Well, Fi's been, Fi and Kate both have been very encouraging because they've got good people skills, they got a good eye for cattle, they're good with numbers. And then on Fi's part, he started with just kind of out of the clear blue with the Red Angus deal, and here's a guy that's selling 700-pound calves in September off of the cow, and that's a pretty good trick. There's not many people that have got the genetics to do that.
Well, and I thank you both for being on. I know we could talk all day because I know there's some stories, Tony, that can be shared, but we won't do that today. When we come back, another special guest. Don't go anywhere.